In this review, I'm going to be looking at the new Red Series Robot Enhanced Design Optimus Primal from Beast Wars. These are exclusive to Walmart, but you can every now and then get them from Hasbro Pulse under partner exclusives. That's how I got this one, because the local Walmart here hardly ever stocks any toys. They're starting to get a little bit here lately, but still not very good. The packaging is all the same on these. So you got the black, red, and blue boxes. You got all the nice product imaging on the back. Great product shots on the back. You got your legalese, warnings, your sad onion. There's a barcode if you need it. You got this really nice artwork of Primal on the side of the box. I don't like that a lot, but I don't remember Primal having fangs in his robot mode. Interesting artwork. You got the Transformers Beast Wars on the top. The box has a nice big window where you can see the figure. A window on the side where you see some of the accessories. Let's open this up. Here we see Primal on the plastic tray. He's a decent sized figure. It's like one of the biggest Red Series figures I've seen so far. And here's the accessories. You get two alternate hands, two swords. So we saw all the accessories on the side of the window. I thought maybe there might have been something up here, but no, he's just broad. He's got the big shoulder pads. Well, this is really nice too. You got some really cool artwork inside the box. Like a little blueprint style design. And you got the great picture of our Primal on the back in gray and white scale. Same way over here. You see more of that with the weapon accessories and the alternate hands. Alright, let's get Primal outside the plastic tray. Outside the packaging, Primal looks really good. Before we take a look at Primal, let's look at the accessories. He comes with two swords. Really nice sculpting detail on the swords. And you can see there's a hook at the bottom of the swords. You can connect them together, make a combo sword. Now, and he comes with two grip hands for holding the swords. Now the plastic on these hands are super stiff. And you can see on this sword, try getting the grip hand, I put a stress mark on that hook. So you may need to heat these with a blow dryer before you put the swords in the hands. Keep from messing your swords up. In here, that's a hard plastic for using for hands. On the figure itself, he comes with two fist hands installed. You wouldn't think these are accessories, but they kind of are. The back piece actually is removable. That's his jetpack and rocket shoulder cannons. Rocket launchers, shoulder cannons, whatever. Anyone say that? Now, the connection point of this is something I'm not crazy about. It's a single peg, and it's kind of loose. So it spins, and it's easy to knock off. Since this is a removable piece, they could have easily did a better connection point if they put two pegs in. That would keep it from spinning and hold it a little more securely. On the chest, it is also a removable piece. It is a really nicely sculpted chest piece, and the back of it has a sculpting of the chest where it keys into the chest, so this actually locks on better than the backpack. So when you press, you can see the sculpted detail on the chest and on the back of the chest plate. So when you press this on, it's like a keyed in position, and it doesn't rotate like the backpack. Now, they did something like that for the backpack, been better. The chest piece is a separate piece, I assume, for the ab crunch. So you can articulate the ab crunch and move this out of so it doesn't catch in the waist. As for paint applications, they're really nice. That's missing a few paint applications, but most of it's there. The parts where it's missing is on the waist. This should be a gunmetal gray, and these three circular areas should be painted in blue. And on the top of the shocks on the feet, the cylinders should be painted red. Other than that, it looks like it's pretty well there, all there. As for the rest of the paint, half the biceps are painted white with red on top. I got the nice paint detail on the chest plate and the chest itself. That's a lot of paint detail. I really didn't need to do all that much since this is on the figure most of the time. But it's nothing painted that. Of course, I would have liked to have them paint the waist if they're going to put that much detail in there. The thighs are painted white. The paint is a little thick, but it's white over top of black. So I don't know why they just didn't mold these in white and paint the black. Because this, you can see here, the design of the figure on these thigh pieces, you got these ridges, and they bind up on the waist pieces. And it's already nicked it here and there, a few nicks here. So these should have been molded in white and the black fur painted on, not the other way around. That would keep the paint from looking so thick too. Same way on the upper arms too. Anytime you have white, mold the parts in white and paint black over top. And also too, I don't get this at all. The knee joints itself are painted white too. Why didn't you just mold all this stuff in white plastic? That is crazy. You don't paint joints. And if you don't have to, you are manufacturing this figure. It's like, why are you painting the joints? The kneecaps look like they glue onto the knee joints itself. It's molded in red plastic. And the lower legs are molded in black with the white up top painted. We got the gray of the hands painted. Well, you got the paint on the cannons itself. And looks like this is molded in blue. And they painted the black fur. So, well, why did you mold this in blue when it's 99% black? Okay, beside the point. The sculpting detail is really nice. You have a really good show accurate style head. I do wish the eyes were a little brighter red. Well, against that dark blue, that's a little hard to pick up. Love all the sculpted fur details. I'm glad they did this route, since this is being like a show. They were doing like a character show model. They could have easily done like the Masterpiece. With the Masterpiece figure, with the limits of the technology back in the day, they used texture maps for the show models, and that's what they were recreating with the Beast Wars Masterpiece figures. You can see it's the fur is a deco over top the body. It looks nice, and it's pulled off the show exactly. But I'm glad they went with the fur route with the Red series. He is a hefty figure for his size. It feels like he's pretty well solid. He's a lot heavier than the Kingdom figure, but they are pretty comparable in size. About half a head shorter. The Kingdom's half a head shorter than the Red series. But width-wise, they're about the same. Yeah, but this is a fully transforming Transformer, and this is just an action figure. Which I don't mind non-transforming Transformers if they look like the character and function as a good action figure. I know it's a sticking point for a lot of Transformer fans. They're making Transformers that don't transform. I love the fact that Transformers are Transformers. I have hundreds, if not well over 1,000 Transformers, if not more. I've reduced my collection down a lot over the years, but I still have a ton of Transformers, and I like to transform. But that's not the reason why I like Transformers so much. I like the characters. To me, the characters is the most important part. Having something that represents the character, and that's what I like. Two of my favorite Transformers is those big 18-inch tall Optimus and Megatron. And I'm a big 1/12 scale collector, and I know that's not technically 1/12 scale, but I can fudge it enough. Those look good. Same with Primal. He can pretty much well fit in with a 1/12 scale line, because the Beast Wars characters were smaller, and I always considered Primal pretty close to human scale. And it's bringing in a Marvel Legends. He's about the same height as Bucky Cap. They're very similar in height. About dead on. Primal's got a little bit with the crest. So these could actually work displaying in your 1/12 scale Marvel Legends. Let's do a quick little rundown articulation on this figure. The head is on ball joint. Look up, down, rock side to side, full 360. Lots of range of motion in that. The backpack is kind of an articulation point since it moves and articulates, and he's got articulated weapons. I'm going to take this off for the rest of the articulation because it's going to fall off anyway. The shoulder pads are mounted around the shoulder joints, so they move with the arms. So you got full 360, disc hinge shoulders. They go up past horizontal. Bicep swivel, full 360. Double jointed elbows, bends all the way up. Wrist twist. On the torso, he has a ab crunch. You can rock forward this much, but just back a little bit. Well, the reason I took this off, because if you articulate the ab crunch all the way down with this on, it's going to catch here. So what you do, you take that off, bend the ab crunch down, plug it back in. That way you can use your ab crunch and not bind up the chest plate. Waist twist. You can do a full 360. He has ball jointed hips. Kick out this far. Just be careful about the rubbing the white. Like I said, this should have been molded in white. He can kick up his legs this far. Back even farther. Thigh swivel. Double joint knees. Get you this far. He has hinged ankles. The little bit of ankle tilts, what's frustrating part is they twist this way better than this way. So you don't get a lot of good movement out of the ankle pivots. And he has articulated heel spurs. Okay, let's put some accessories on the Primal. And here we have Primal with all of his accessories out. Almost. There's an extra bonus play feature in these figures. Or action feature, or what you want to call it. He has his forearm guns. There is a rectangular peg here. You press that, and the forearm cannons come out. He's got on both sides. There we go. Now we have Primal all armed up. I have to say, this is a really cool looking figure. I know he's not a transforming Transformer, but that's fine with me because I have plenty of Primals. I have just about every Primal they made. So I'm good with a non-transforming Primal to add to my collection. And like I said, I'll probably end up displaying this with the big Optimus Prime and Megatron. But overall, I like it. I think it's a good addition to my collection, and I'm happy with it. If you don't mind non-transforming Transformers, I say grab this little guy. Anyway, thank you for taking the time. Watch the review, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time.